Okay, so today's session is on how to manifest, wealth and abundance, right? So we want money, we want happiness, we want car, home. How to get that. But if you search it in the internet, if you go to YouTube or Google, you'll always find something called law of attraction. How to manifest what you want in life. But yeah, I tried that also, but I figured out myself, a better way to get what we want even more faster and more with bliss, right? So I thought I'll share that with you all. So yeah, even before explaining what it is, first I want to tell you what is law of attraction means, right? And then I'll tell you what is the other way to attract, right? So if I just directly go to what I'm going to say, it's going to be confusing. So I'll say what is law of attraction, and then I'll explain everything. God, in the present moment, experiencing only love, decided to split into multiple souls, and then he was creating all illusion from light, just experience, and but dark, and which is like evil, and we are going back home, which is only love. So all your situation every day, it is based on to show what is love, and the rest is all illusion, and that's what is happening, right? So the soul chooses the body and parents, place, and everything. And once it is born, the mind is empty, right? And then from 0 to 7 years, it's get conditioned by the society, media, parents, everything. And then 7 to 14, it gets matured, and 14 to 21, it becomes I am, right? And wants more wealth, power, fame, addiction. Everything is like once you become I am, everything wants more, more, more. First time you want like a smaller home, and then once you have a home, you never get satisfied. You want a better home, better home. That why we keep on running behind something, and why the happiness is depends on that. I'll get to that part. And basically unconditioning becoming mind is becoming soul to get what we wanted, like, right? So this part I want to say because we need to know what is soul, what is body and mind. So the soul is a part of God, splitted into multiple souls to experience itself, and then body came from the ancestors, right? Whatever the trauma your ancestor had, your body also has. The mind was empty, but it was conditioned based on the society, how you see the world, right? For me to tell law of attraction, first we need to understand what is conscious mind, what is subconscious mind. Okay, now, like what you are listening to me, that is your conscious mind. Okay, so let's take an example. So let's say you started driving, you are learning driving the car. Okay, so you started learning the car for the first time. So which means um, you're learning for the first time, which is means you are using the conscious mind to learn it. Okay, so it takes like a week or 10 days, depends on your ability to learn, right? So once you, until you completely learn the car driving, you are always in the conscious mind because you're always trying to present, oh, how can I turn the wheel? How can I change the gear? How can I use the gas pedal and the clutch and everything, right? So you're consciously learning everything one by one, which means you are in the conscious mind all the time. So until you completely learn for the first time, you are in the conscious mind, right? And then once you completely learn, and after that you get a driver license, and let's say after 6 months I come back to you, and then you'll be like in the phone, hey, how are you, and everything, and you'll be like driving the car, and then like once you're done with the call, you switch on the audio and you listen to songs and you drink and then you drive and do it. Which means what? You are on your subconscious mind that time because you consciously learned something, and then once you learn, for a specific time, it become uh, the thing will go into your subconscious mind, which we call it as autopilot, right? So that's what it is. So once you learn completely, it goes into your subconscious mind, or we can call it as a permanent memory or something, or not, whatever. Okay, so um, right. So whatever you learn for the first time, it's in the conscious mind, and when you do it for like 10 days, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, for the same time, it goes into your subconscious mind. Okay, and then once it gets in subconscious mind, it becomes autopilot. After that, you'll be able to consciously do something, which means you're in the call, or you're drinking, or you're listening to the music, or thinking something. But since you have done enough times, it goes into your autopilot, and then it keeps running the program, and you're subconsciously driving the car, um, based on what you learned before. Okay, so far it is clear. So this is like the autopilot permanent memory. This is like a temporary memory. We use it to learn. Okay. So just in case, right? Let's say you have not learned the driving really good. So let's say you went to like really a bad driving school. Okay, they didn't teach you well or something. Okay, and then now you are driving after 6 months, and then you are like in your autopilot mode in your mind, and then you're driving, and then you went and hit somebody, and then everyone is like scolding you, like, how come you can hit the car like this and things. You're like, I don't know what happened. Like I was just driving. I don't know how I hit it. Right? If you are consciously driving, then yes, I made a mistake. But if you're subconsciously driving, it is in autopilot, so you're not even aware that you're gonna hit it. So how did I hit it? Basically, what happened in that time is, when you learn for the first time with your conscious mind, you did learn it well. Okay, and when you are in the autopilot, the problem of what you learned that occurred, um, during the autopilot, but you didn't have a control. So how can you fix next time? Like, how can you fix, for example, you are keep on running the red light. Okay, so 10 times you ran it, and then after that you are in the autopilot now. So now you are not conscious, and you keep running red light, and then cops caught you, and then they give you ticket for like so many dollars, and you went to court. You paid, and now you want to fix it because you cannot keep running the red light, right? So how can we fix that? Because if you keep getting tickets, then they're gonna cancel your driving license, right? So how can we fix your subconscious mind, right, which is running in autopilot, which you don't have control of it, right? So how do we do that is basically go back to the conscious mind and do that in a repeated way. Okay, so for example, so basically after 6 months you got a ticket. Now what you are doing is, like, you are not going to be on the phone, you're not going to drink anything, you're not listening audio, you stop everything, and then sit in the car as if you're like really a new driver, and be aware of what's going on for the whole time, and try to be like every time be aware, and then try to stop the car when it is orange. And if you keep doing that at least for 10, 15 times, 2 weeks, the more you do that, that will get overdone in your subconscious, right? And then guess what? You will be able to override your subconscious. After that, you will never make the same mistake, because even in the autopilot, it's gonna stop it in the orange light. Okay, so same, this is just the example. Everything in your life, you want to fix something. So what happens is, your neural pathway, right? So if you take your brain, so it will be like this, or so let's say it's your subconscious, this is your subconscious. Okay, so it will be like a neural. These are the memories. Okay, so for example, you want to wake up every day at 6 a.m. Okay, and go to gym or something, but you are lazy, and then you sleep, and then stop the alarm clock, and then you wake up at 8 a.m. So what happens here is, the more time you're lazy, keep on doing this 8 a.m. thing. So what will happen, from conscious mind, it will get registered in your subconscious. This becomes so strong on your neural pathway. This is like neuron, okay? And next time, like after, so you are doing the same thing. You want to like wake up at 6 a.m., but you wake up at 8 a.m. because you are lazy and you don't want to get up, or you had like so much food yesterday in the late night, and then it makes you like so dizzy to wake up at 6 a.m. So you keep waking up at 8 a.m. and you keep doing that for 2 3 weeks. After that, the fourth week, if you even want to wake up at 6 a.m., just because it is registered here, what will happen is, between this one and this one, there will be a war happening between your conscious and subconscious. Okay. And obviously, this will win because you have done that for like 2 weeks. This is so strong. Okay. So once this is winning, every time you end up waking at 8 a.m., because this is going to win, because this is very strong, and this is going to lose because it is weak. And you are like, after 3 weeks, first time you want to decide, okay, I'll do it at 6 a.m., but that's not going to happen at all, right? So this happens for everything. Let's say you are not, let's say you don't like your teacher in school, or you don't like a student in your school, or you don't like your mother-in-law or something, right? So you keep thinking about bad about those people in your life. It becomes stronger in your neural pathway, right? And after 3 weeks, somebody is telling like, oh, your mother-in-law is good, or your student is good, or your teacher is good, something changed, like, try to accept your student as he is, even though you think you're consciously thinking here. But this part is like so strong, right? So all the time, this is, out of this one, this is going to win, and end up you're gonna still hate your mother-in-law or your student. This is what is happening in this world, which is, couldn't change our life all the time. This is the reason behind what's happening behind in our mind, which is happening all the time and keeping us in the same state. We couldn't change, we complain, and then we get frustrated, and we project our frustration on somebody else, that, oh, because of you, I'm waking up at 8 a.m. Because of you, I'm not liking my teacher. Things like that. We started doing that because we don't want to accept our own mistake, and then we try to project on other people. And then slowly it becomes like a problem between husband and wife, or friends, or siblings and parents and whatnot. So this is what is happening, right, in the world. Okay, so even for this one, how we are going to change it, like I said, you have to be in the present moment, right? And then keep doing that practice. Let's say you want to do yoga, stay. So this happened for like 2 3 weeks, and after 6 months, you want to like really work on it. So basically, at least for 2 weeks, you have to be like really strict. Make sure you are eating last night's dinner before 6 p.m. and you give more time for the food, right? For the food to digest. Don't eat like very what, heavy food after like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m., which will make you very lazy to wake up at 6 a.m. So make sure you have some healthy kind of less food before 6 p.m. and nap at like probably 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. and then set the alarm for 6 a.m. and then make sure you wake up on time at least for 10 to 2 weeks, right? The more you push yourself to do that for like 2 weeks, guess what? Once it goes into autopilot, doesn't matter. After that, third week or fourth week, you will be just waking up at 6 a.m. and keep going, because once this is in the autopilot will not push you to do things. It just happens, right? It will go very easily. So it's all matter of like at least for 2 weeks you keep doing the same routine that will until it goes into the subconscious mind. This is all we need to do to change anything in your life. Little bit of change. Okay, so this is all about conscious and subconscious mind. Any questions? Okay, so coming back here, so your conscious mind is basically I am. So if you see here, the body came with the trauma from your ancestors, and then the mind was empty. Okay, so when it is empty and it is being conditioned at least for 0 to 7 years, guess what? When it is empty, like I said, when you don't know how to drive car, right? You are always in the conscious mind. Likewise, when you are like newly born, you don't know anything in this world. You don't know what is humanity, what is this earth about. You have no idea. For example, when your dad, let's say you are 3 years old and your dad is saying like, "Oh, look at the parrot. This is the parrot." Once you believe that is the parrot, next time you don't even see the parrot next time, parrot bird, because once it is registered you will start assuming in your mind that that's the bird. So what you are believing is so important. So that's the whole point about like when your mind is empty and what you are conditioning your mind, you gonna keep on doing like how I explained, from when it goes from here to here, you're gonna keep on doing that routine irrespective of whether you like it or not, right? So that's so important, the 0 to 7 years for a child, how it is being conditioned. Okay, so if the car, if we are like how I said, like the driving, if you learn it incorrectly, right? Likewise, whatever the society, media, parents, teachers are saying to the kid, let's say they're all talking about negativity, like we should always win to be happy and all those, you should be better than somebody, only if you're successful then you are like have like a good impression in the society and things like that. So those are all the conditions will go into child's mind, and when it gets matured like I am, and they'll start thinking, oh, I have to be this. I have to have this car to, be a better person in the society. And if I don't get it, I'll be like sad. That's why people are going and drinking alcohol because they are not happy. So it's all basically the conditions coming from 0 to 7 years. So it's very, very important, and especially in the schools, right? So when we have the kids, the parents are, sending their kids to the school, and what we are putting into the child's memory is very important. Once it is done, it's very, you can still do the people don't even do all this stuff. I learned it recently, right? So so it's very hard to reprogram your subconscious and do it. But instead, if you really first whenever we are telling something to the kid for the first time, make sure we say right thing, right? We don't need to be better than somebody, right? Which means separation. and you always think everyone is one, and you always kind to people. You don't need to win a game to be happy. You just go and play. You don't need to keep on thinking about winning a game. Those are all the small thing. Be in the present moment, be in the love. All those things, if we put that in child's memory when they are 0 to 7 years, they get conditioned. And when even after become I am, they'll be always energetic, always positive. They keep doing things like very fast and everything, because that's how they are conditioned, right? This is the main thing. Okay. So so now, when they're empty, and then that's the conscious mind. And then when you become I am, only when you are learning new things, you are using your conscious mind. Okay. But other than that, if you're not learning anything, you keep on using your subconscious mind, which is your body. So once you learned, that will go into your body, and it becomes autopilot. Keep on doing that. Okay. Okay. So any questions so far? Okay. So now, so I did research on how to manifest, like abundance and wealth in our life. And what I found was the law of attraction. So how this law of attraction works is, basically, you are an I am. You are like 30 years old or 40 years old or 25 years old, right? So you are here, I am. And then what the law of attraction says is, like, if what you think and feel, you know you are putting that energy into the world, and you're gonna attract the same thing. If you are thinking like, I want $1 million, I want to buy a Benz car, right? When you keep thinking, right, when you keep on like thinking, like every day you are writing journal that I want a Benz car, I want $1 million, I want promotion, I have to be a better person. You keep writing down the same thing. It becomes into your subconscious, and you started. They also say we have to like feel more. So thinking is coming from your brain, and feeling is coming from your heart, and heart is like 5,000 times faster than your brain. Okay. So I'll tell you, heart is 5,000 times faster. So which means, when you're thinking and manifesting, um, you are like much slower than feeling and manifesting. So you're thinking that you want a Benz car, okay, but when you feel it, it is 5,000 times faster. So how can you feel it? Like, if you want a home or a car, not just think like, oh, I like Benz car, I have to buy. Feel it means, you as if you own the Benz car, and you are like touching the Benz car, and then going inside the Benz car, and then feeling it, and then you are driving it. How you are experiencing the Benz car. Okay. So when you feel it, you're gonna get the car. Okay. How it works is, basically, everything is energy vibrating at a certain frequency. This is the universe is energy, and the more you think and feel, you are like putting that energy into the universe. When you keep on doing, and it goes into the autopilot, which is your subconscious mind, it keeps on doing, and then once you keep manifesting, you'll get attracted to that, right? So I was using, I didn't know what is law of attraction, but I was using all these techniques to get what I want. I want to go to US. I want to buy a BMW car. I want a home and everything. I was doing the same thing here. I was able to get it. Okay, using law of attraction, you can still get what you want in your life. The only problem is, after you get what you want, still you're not feeling the permanent happiness, right? That's where the missing part is, right? That's where I figured out, how can we get what we want plus the permanent happiness. I want to be always in the bliss state, plus I want to know what I want in my life. So with this law of attraction, I'm getting what I want in life. But like I said, we want everything more and more. Now I want BMW. I want the BMW. I get bored, and then I want a car than that. Maybe a Ferrari or Tesla. If I want, like, like, I want to be a director in my office, and then once I get it, I get bored in 6 months, and then I want to be a VP. So this law of attraction, everything works, but why I keep on like wanting more and more and never get satisfied in my life, right? So that's where I figured out a new way of, more than a law of attraction, which works even faster. Okay, let's say you have all this. Okay, so you have Honda car. You have a partner like a wife. Okay, you have flats, apartment. You are living in apartment, and you have a job, uh, probably a teacher. Okay. And then I'll call this one as A. Okay, and then you want B in your life. You want this. You want B in your life, so you want BMW instead of Honda, and you want a new girl because when we are with the same wife for a long time, we get like so bored, and then we start thinking like a more and more having new friend. Basically, the what is happening in that is like when we live with the same person for a long time, we end up stop trusting them, and then we get into a lot of conflicts and other things, right? That's why we keep going for new people, like when we talk to people for the first time, we really trust them and there is no conflict. So we feel good about, talking to new people. But when we are with the same people, for a long time, since there are like so many conflicts in life, that's why we keep looking for new people to go. So the problem is not with the same person, it's basically how we are going to live without conflicts, right? Anyways, apartment, you want like a villa, independent home, right? And then what else? You want and then job. You want a promotion as senior teacher or vice principal, right? Or principal, whatever it is, right? So this is what we have, and this is what we want. Okay, so law of attraction from Honda, you can think and feel BMW. You can get it, okay, but there will be void after getting BMW. You will look for C options like, can I get a Ferrari? We don't want to keep on moving without like a you know uh, permanent happiness. We want to settle in something, right? We want to get what we want. Plus, we want to feel more abundance within instead of keep on moving to new things, right? So how can we get that, right? So the problem with the law of attraction is you want Honda and then you got BMW, right? And then what happens is like, okay, let's say like you have your wife, okay, you have some problem with like, oh, she's not helping me with the kitchen and she's like very lazy and she's not waking up and everything, right? So I don't want my wife, I want this girlfriend, and she's all good, she goes to gym, she works out really good, so I can like have this girlfriend, so it will change my life. So I use law of attraction to manifest that I don't want this wife, new girlfriend, right? And you keep manifesting it, right? So you might like, if you are like really strong and if you are able to manifest that using law of attraction, you might able to get rid of your wife and get a girlfriend in your life. But the problem is what the universe will do is it'll make your wife as sorry your girlfriend as your wife. Means it'll not change, it will be a new person like a new girlfriend, But whatever problem you had with your wife, the same thing you will start facing the same problem with your girlfriend. Meaning, what universe is saying is, I gave you your wife, which doesn't mean that she's bad. Okay, so based on what you carry inside, to help you to know what you carry inside, that's why I gave you this person as your wife, and you moved from here to here, and I really made this wife as this girlfriend because you have to work on yourself. I gave this one not because they are bad, to make you realize you have a wound within, maybe from your ancestors, or you have been conditioned that way. So to realize that fact, but you want to change it, and I gave you the same person again. You and your new girlfriend becomes same kind of wife, and you still had the same problem, and you keep on moving to C, D, whatever it is. Even when you keep on moving without changing yourself, and you are trying to project your problem on others, and the universe will keep on giving you the same problem, and it is not fixing, giving you permanent happiness. That's how, like, you are like moving from BMW to some other car, apartment to villa, and then you want like $1 million home. Even from teacher you become vice principal, and then you want to become principal, and keep on going, but you are not feeling abundance within, and because there is something within you causing the problem, not because of what you have versus what you don't have. Okay, so this is the problem with the law of attraction. So the universe is testing you to by giving what you have in your life. The more you try to shift into new things and project on them, because of these things, I'm like angry, maybe if I have this I'll not be angry. That is your own projection. That's not truth. The universe gave you for a reason, right? So so what happens is, how can we get what we want really, right? So what happens is, the soul, for the soul to transform, it chose body based on the parents, and mind, like the place how the mind can be conditioned, everything. So soul knows exactly, as soon as you're born until you die in this lifetime, what you're gonna do completely. The soul knows exactly every step in your life, right? But after you given your birth, you are like confused with how you are being conditioned in the society, trying to do many things in your life, right? Which is not satisfying. Okay. So once you start accepting things as they are, like how we got it, right? The more we accept, that's how the soul will go through the transformation. Okay. So in this case, you have A all in this life, and you want B in your life. Either you can use law of attraction to go here, use your mind, keep on manifesting something, and you buy a BMW or have a new girlfriend, everything, right? But you are not feeling whole or abundance within even after getting that. Instead, what I'm saying is, what you have currently, they are all given to you for a reason and for a purpose in your life, to know what is the trauma within, and also to know who you are really, what you're here to do. So those are all the people, situations come into your life for a reason, and we are like trying to move from here to here, jump to here. That's why we are not getting satisfied. So the more you surrender yourself to what you have and accept the things as they are, you know the more you, like, if there is the conflict with your wife, ask yourself, where, what is this problem, where, what kind of trauma I have, and why this situation is happening to me in the life. The more, instead of projecting onto somebody else, you ask the question, and the more you ask the question, the trauma will come out. And once the trauma comes out, either your wife will change like what the girlfriend you wanted, or your wife will move out magically in your life, and whatever you have to have like a girlfriend, she will come into your life magically. If you try to throw this one out and trying to attract a new person in life, it's gonna keep on repeating the pattern because you're not passing the test with the universe, right? You're not clearing the stage in the game. So it will keep on repeating the game. Instead, the more you accept magically whatever you want in your life, it will come to you like a magic. Okay. So this is the part I want to say, about how to, manifest, abundance and stuff. So the point I want to say here is like when you surrender yourself, when you accept what you have as they are, you're gonna keep attracting what you want in your life instead of keep on like manifesting something you want, which will never get satisfied. That's my whole point. Okay, that is one thing I want to say. And any questions so far?
Yep. So Raja, my question is,
Uh,
like, once you have A, no, and then you are accepting A, then
uh,
you won't even want B, no. Then how will universe give me B? So like, if I have A and I'm happy with everything in A, there is no list
uh-huh.
called B, no. Then how will universe know what to give me? That's my
Okay,
doubt.
so I told you. Okay, good, great question. Bala. Thanks for asking. So I told you we are in a game, right? So you are playing a game. Okay, so you are playing a game. Stage one. This is stage one. Okay,
Mm,
stage one. It'll go. There will be small gap, and then
mm,
you will start running, 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 and then you'll jump, and
mm,
then you'll jump,
mm,
and then you get rewards here, and then the next step will be complicated. So the rewards, so when your mind,
mm.
obviously there is no issues with your mind want from Honda to BMW. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so this BMW is your reward.
Mm, mm, mm,
So basically I told you like the whole point of you coming into this existence
mm, 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 mm,
is
mm.
not to do what your I am. Basically, you came here to play this game because your soul wants to experience and transform. So the once the soul is getting matured, that's how you'll keep on growing. The universe is growing with a multi-universe, and so like profound things are happening because the souls are getting transformed.
Mm,
So that's the
mm,
whole point of having this coming into this game and playing this game. So if you
mm,
get what you want here and
mm.
the soul goes back as the same soul back to the spirit world, there's no point in playing the game. So you come
Correct.
here, you have to transform, right? So
Okay.
it will tell you first this is what the life is, and once we are conditioned, we want a different thing. So once you accept, the soul is getting transformed, right?
Mm, mm,
So how it is built is basically how even like the soul
mm,
knows that okay, you're gonna be this body and you're
mm,
gonna be this place in US and you will be conditioned like this
mm,
to ask for more. And
mm,
at,
mm.
at 25 years you'll have a car, you'll be keep on asking for W. Those are all the rewards. Like if I don't have anything to show you, then you will not get
Mm.
motivated to try something, right? So if
Correct.
your mind is saying, some people will be like always content like, oh, I have a Honda car, I don't want BMW or anything. Some people, have you ever see people say that?
Yes, yes, many times. Yep, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people will always thinking about more and more like Ferrari and everything. Some people are like, no, this is Honda itself is too much for me. I don't need any more cars because those people are conditioned that way. But for
Okay,
them, there will be a different rewards. They will want something else in their life, not the car. But some specific people, they want car. Okay.
okay,
So that's
okay,
how they are conditioned. So those are all the rewards. So for you, the universe want you to work on something, right? Without giving you anything, universe
okay,
cannot expect you to work, and the whole point is for the soul transformation, not your what your mind wants. So how when you are getting BMW as like in your mind that's like a really passion thing you want to buy, there is nothing wrong with it.
okay,
How you
okay,
trying to get that is where the problem is. Okay.
Okay.
So to
Okay.
get that car, if you
Hmm.
are using your mind to get that car, that's
Okay.
when you are not getting satisfied because you are not going to the permanent happiness. But if you try to play this game by surrendering and accepting what you have, the
Hmm.
universe is going to magically bring everything on in your life because you are started passing the test with the universe by transformation, by accepting and surrendering, right? So that's how it is. Did I answer your question?
Got it. So, yeah. So, like, let's say I have some wish. I want something in life. There is nothing wrong in aiming for something more or a better thing. If it's like a car or like a better life, better job, there's nothing wrong in wanting something like that. But you're saying the
Uh-huh.
path you take is not through the mind, but through the soul.
Right.
And
So the
that
more
is
you accept what you have, you're gonna get what you want. Yeah.
okay. Raja, but that's where my doubt is in the sense like, so right from our childhood, like they say, no, work hard, work smart. Like, let's say if I have
Uh-huh.
to buy that BMW, I have to either change my job, earn more, or save in my current job, or invest more in the market.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's how generally we think, no. Like, like how do like we put efforts to reach benefit, right? So on the
Right.
effort
Right.
is like to get like 100 marks in an exam, I have to study hard. Like
Right.
how if that I'm not understand if I accept whatever it is means I'm not understanding that accept what like if I don't study hard I won't get that marks, no. So accepting
Yeah.
means what am I accepting is what I'm not very clear on, you know.
Great question. So that's how we have been conditioned that we have to work hard to get what we want in life. Right?
Correct.
So there is nothing wrong with that. So to play this game, so for example, right, you have this game. Okay,
Okay.
if I give you like this and you get your reward here, this
Okay.
is the game.
Hmm,
Okay,
hmm, hmm,
reward, right? So
hmm.
you are just running and getting it. Do you
Hmm.
like the, you will you play the game again?
No, it will
Only
be.
when you keep dropping here and then you keep playing.
Hmm,
So for you to make the game complicated,
hmm,
okay,
hmm,
that's
hmm,
why you have been conditioned this way to
hmm.
work harder to get what you want in life. So because
Right.
you are conditioned and it's on your autopilot now, you keep on like pushing yourself, doing everything to get what you want in your life,
Hmm,
right?
hmm,
So
hmm,
what happens is you keep on doing. So there will be one more C. So you have one more C. You have
hmm,
one more D. Okay.
hmm.
So you keep on trying everything in life. No, this is exactly what I did, or I will say like most of the people in this world are keep on like from A they went to B and then to C and then to D.
Hmm.
They probably
Correct.
in P or X, Y, Z almost, but they never got satisfied in their life. They keep on doing because they were
Correct.
conditioned this way to get more and more and more and more. At some point, they will come to a stage where I need to know the truth, what is happening. You know, that is my path, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so if I want to get I want to get what I want, plus
Okay.
with the permanent happiness. I don't want to keep on moving to things. I want promotion, but I want to settle in that promotion, whatever it is. So I want to
Correct.
live in Hawaii, in a big home, but I want to
Okay.
like fully, satisfy with that. If you don't have peace within, even if you live in a villa, it's not going
Hmm.
to give you happiness. So what's the point in buying villa? I want to be happy, you know.
Correct.
So then only more you jump, you're not going to get anything. So I keep on jumping and then finally realized, no, this is
Okay.
not going to get what I want. So what else in life? The whole part of the game we play here is
Hmm.
basically to question ourselves like, what is wrong with this world? Why am I not getting permanent happiness? Who am I? That question should come. The
Okay.
whole thing, you know, to
Yeah.
search for your soul. Who am I? That's the whole part of this game. And they may, so if we the game is easy, it won't be interesting. So they made the game really complicated by conditioning yourself in this like that. So
Okay.
it's very hard for you to ask questions. That's why most of the people are like keep on living the same life by jumping into so many C's and D's instead of asking the question. But only some people will question and try to seek for the abundance by getting what they want.
Got it.
Does it make
Okay.
sense? So we still we have questions. You can
Yeah.
ask questions. I don't mind explaining it.
Yeah. So it's like if we want something, that's nothing wrong in wanting something, but then you're saying accept the current scenario. But should I put effort to get the thing what I want, or like for example, like in that car example, one thing I'm understanding is I have
Uh-huh,
Honda. It is running well, which means I'm thankful that it is running well. Like it's taking me from one point to another. It's
uh-huh,
transporting me, so I'm thankful. That piece I understand. But to go from Honda to BMW,
uh-huh.
I have to do something. No, like if I keep on thanking Honda that it is helping me and I'm happy with Honda, which is okay, I'll be happy with Honda, but I have to do something to get the BMW. No, what is that thing is what I'm not understanding.
Yeah, so
Like that's
if you are using law of attraction, so you have to put it in. So if you are doing law of attraction, right? So
mm, mm,
you are thinking and feeling that you want BMW. You keep on
okay,
thinking that will give you push. So you cannot like sit at home expecting BMW will come. So you when you
correct.
keep thinking about same thing, that will push you to do one more project so that you can make more money. So the universe will help you because the universe knows that, oh, Bala is very interested in buying BMW. Let me give him opportunity to buy a BMW. So it will bring
Okay,
you more projects for you so that you can make more money and then you can buy
okay,
the car. But end of
okay,
the day,
okay,
BMW becomes Honda because you have the same problem because you didn't pass the test. You are just using your mind to get what you want, and then you go into next car like that. So you have to work basically. So when you keep manifesting like this is what I want, the universe, like when you really think and feel for something new, the universe will guide you to get what
mm,
you want in your life. It'll make you work hard. Like
okay,
it'll push you to do that things for sure,
mm,
so that
mm,
you'll get it. But the problem is
okay,
you will not get satisfied. You keep on jumping. So if you're in stage you're not getting what I'm saying, you can keep going to Tesla or Ferrari and keep and then when you're like not satisfied, like you can come back to me like, okay, I'm not satisfied. Maybe that point if I say, you should not keep running like this, the more you surrender yourself and accept what you have, then you'll get everything magically in your life.
got it. Okay, okay,
So, surrendering is basically so when you come as a soul, you have a divine plan. Okay, this is the higher purpose I was talking about. So, you have a divine plan already by universe. Okay, but you also have you can choose path like this, you can go like this, you can go any path to get what you want. But it will not give you permanent happiness because you are deviating from the divine path. The divine path is the soul path. Soul wants to experience, that's why it came, so that's your divine path. But you are with your free will, your mind is being conditioned, so you are taking different path. So the more you take, the more sufferings and pain. But when you surrender yourself instead of going somewhere to the divine plan, when you are surrendering yourself, which means you will get BMW, but with more satisfaction, you'll feel abundance, and also it will guide you how to get it. Still, you have to work. You will get money and everything, but everything will fall in place. Basically, you are going somewhere. Let's say you are like waiting for the car. Someone will knock the door. Oh, is this home is Patrick's home? Oh, it's not Patrick. I am Bala. Patrick's probably it is the third moment. He'll say, "Oh, I'm here to deliver BMW," like that. Oh, is it? Oh, I'm also planning to buy BMW. Like that, once you surrender to the divine plan, things will like fall in place for you. It will come to you like a magic, and everything. It will create a new way to get what you want in your life in a more easy way. It will come to you. You don't need to like go knock door 100 doors to get what you want. Even before you knock the door, some people will randomly approach you for some ideas, some new strategies. So you just need to follow that, and then everything will be like seamlessly going when you are in divine plan. When you are in your plan, like free will plan, you have to like really struggle hard to get what you want to get. That's the difference between divine plan and your free will plan.
Okay, so next question for me is, how do I surrender?
Yeah.
What steps do I do to make sure that I surrender? And how do I know that I have surrendered? That's my doubt.
Okay, so like in the previously when we talked, like you talked about your parents living in India, and you are in US, so you would really pushed yourself hard to come to US, but some part of you wants to take care of your parents. So you are in a big choice, right? So you don't know what is your direct plan, whether to live in US or India. Whether you are,
Correct.
that's the confusion optional part, right? So when you are like more like you have two, three options, you don't know what to do, is basically, you just talk to yourself, sit and like really touch your heart or do meditation and say to yourself that I really don't know what I have to do, but I'm just surrendering to the divine plan. Like whatever you, God, you have planned for me, I'm just surrendering. Just there are like your angels, you have spirit guides, and everybody. I'm just surrendering to the divine plan, and whatever needs to unfold, please show it to me so that I can take that path and do it. There are like higher, we are not alone. All the spirit
Okay.
guides, all those people are like there for us to help. Higher vibration, they won't be visible. The more we really surrender and be in love, they're gonna like really help you, and those intuitions will come to you to where you have to go to get your divine plan. So the more you surrender yourself, just tell, I'm not going to confuse myself tomorrow that whether I'll be in India or I'm going to be in US. I'm going to surrender myself and keep doing what I'm doing until I'll get a clear communication or clear intuition that this is what I do. Until then, I'll be just surrendering, accepting the life as they are, and keep living my life with peace.
Okay.
When you do that, and once you are passing the test, the universe will guide you that this is your path and this is what you have to do. The moment it unfolds to you, you will not have any more choices. You will not even think this is what it is. So from California,
Okay.
I was going to Florida. I was trying to buy a home there, trying to give appraisal and stuff. uh, it was something like not happening, and things were like falling in back. The moment I thought I should move to Hawaii, everything was like literally falling in place. I never had a doubt that whether I should move to Hawaii. Just I was looking for painter came. I was looking for to sell the home, immediately home was sold. Everything is like you will not even have a single deviation from this one. Everything will fall in place. But when I was going to
Okay.
Florida, it was everything was falling apart. So with that, you will know this is what your path. So I have to be in Hawaii for my spiritual growth. That is my divine plan. That 100% you will know. Like you will know because there won't be any choice at all. There won't be confusion.
Okay. Got it, Raja. This is very helpful. Thank you.
No, 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 Bala. Yeah, thanks for asking those questions.